Okay, so let's talk about how narcissists mimic children. Mimic. They're not like children. This idea that narcissists are childish has never resonated with me. Something has always felt off about it. And it can get this topic can get a little bit like confusing and contradictory. But I'm going to try to break it down. I'm going to break it down as best as I can for you. So, first I'm going to start off with some examples of narcissist mimicry of children. When the narcissist throws a temper tantrum, they're not acting like a child. When a child throws a tantrum, they are in a normal developmental stage where the child is seeking modeling of emotional regulation. When a narcissist throws a tantrum, they are not seeking modeling of emotional regulation. For the unintegrated shadow, we can perceive temper tantrums from narcissists as childish behaviors or wounded behaviors. But to really level up and protect ourselves, we must face the hard truth that there are underlying intentions and motivations going on. Some people find it hard to believe that people can be malicious. And these types of truths will set you free. I have had a narcissist tell me to my face, to my phone screen, that he wanted to use spirituality to harm me. That is malice. Malice exists. And every time that narcissist threw a temper tantrum, that was a manifestation of his intention to use spirituality to harm me. The behaviors of narcissists are manifestations of their intentions. They know not how to abuse. They set intentions. And they take actions that are fucking so manipulative. You're like, how the fuck are you even doing this? Children do not do that. No, they don't. Children do not do that. Not at all. When the narcissist lies to you, there's very different thing going on than when children are lying. Children in very young stages, such as like 0 to like 4 or 5, have very vivid, beautiful imaginations. Oftentimes they will tell stories about what they wish to create with their imagination, experiences they want to have with their friends or in life. And that is their imagination creating, manifestation, visualization. So to onlookers, it appears that this child is telling a bunch of lies. This child is using its ability to create because the child is connected to God. When narcissists lie to others, oftentimes they are engaging in malicious smear campaigns. They are trying to protect their fragile sense of self, their ego. They are seeking to manipulate. Children, especially young children, do not seek to manipulate. One second. Sometimes when children are very overwhelmed, they will hit others, kick, scream. Their nervous system is in fight or flight. Many narcissists, when they're in their rage, they're not actually in a fight or flight. Many of them have a desire, a cruel, evil desire to be violent. My ex, he used to talk all the time about how he really wanted to fight people. That is intent to harm. When a child is extremely overwhelmed and hitting, they don't have intent to harm. Oftentimes, when a child is so unregulated that they're hitting, it's actually because they're reacting to abuse. Oh, yeah. They're reacting to abuse. They get pushed into this web of feelings, unseen, misunderstood, and then powerless, to where they go into total nervous system dysregulation. And here is how narcissistic children are created. When the child is hitting and in extreme overstimulation, reacting to abuse, harmful intent is projected onto them by the narcissist. And then they're punished even more for that nervous system dysregulation. And when the child really internalizes that they have harmful intent, what do? They start acting out harmful intent towards others. It is the narcissist's control. Create a desired reaction and convince them they are evil. Narcissists do this a lot. They do this a lot. They truly fucking think that when they're breaking you and pushing you to react, they're proving you're fucking evil. They really do. What? No, actually though. When they break people, it's like they're in this like little, oh, I gotta prove everyone's evil, and they're just harming people. They're the ones being evil. Look, they reacted. They're just like me. No, they're not. You fucking broke that person. You pushed them over the edge. And some people get pushed so far over the edge that they do become evil and turn into fucking psychos. Whew. This is intense for me. Intensity isn't bad though. Okay, what else? Let me cook up some more. I've said this before on the channel, but I'm gonna say it again. Every time we call narcissists childish, in a way, we could be saying that they're innocent. And I'm not here to control anyone's language. I want to make that clear. You can call the narcissist childish. In some cases, it can be true. But there's this inversion, distortion that exists in the consciousness where we're associating narcissism with children. No. Children are not evil. And what does evil mean? Evil. It doesn't mean I'm better than them. Evil means anti-life. Disconnection from life. From what gives people life. From what gives them life. Now, let's play the other side. How narcissists are childish. So, this is where I said it can get... No! Oh, I fucking hate this tripod. This is how this is why I said that it can get kind of contradictory and confusing. So the way that traumatic experiences work, oh, this is good. This is some good shit. The way that traumatic experiences work is that they freeze you in the moment. Have you heard of the term fragmentation? It is when the consciousness is kind of fragmented into different parts that aren't whole and integrated. Trauma does this, fragments into unintegrated parts. And so the narcissist carries this extreme level of fragmentation more often than not, where they have, like, each time they were traumatized as a child, that version of them is existing in their present moment fragmented. So childish versions of them are technically like being played out. But here's the kicker. Here's the thing. They are in a perpetual state of abusing that version of them. That frozen child traumatized version of them is not the one enacting the abuse. It is the one being perpetually abused. Perpetually abused. Consistently made to be alone, unseen, ignored, misunderstood, insulted, and hurt. When the narcissist takes violent, abusive actions towards you, they are abusing themselves, the traumatized versions of them, re-traumatizing themselves. And you're kind of like just being hit by the fallout when you're with them. You're like just like in the fucking vicinity of this. And you're compatible with them when you stay with them. They have misinterpretations of themselves that cause them to abuse themselves. And when you are still learning lessons being with narcissists, you have misinterpretations as well. Illusions of how you abuse yourself. But the key here is that you are not abusing yourself. It's not you. Not all thoughts are yours. The echoes of our abusers can exist in our mind. That's that frozen fragmentation. An experience happened, and you're frozen in time. And when similar experiences happen, because patterns repeat, it's almost like you're re-experiencing the moment in your head. And like, this is why when narcissists abuse you, it's like, they don't even have to do all the work, because you'll do some of the work for them. In your head. Like when they do something fucked up, you're in there like ignoring your true self and like gaslighting yourself. Like, no shame, I've been there. You're doing the work for them. You're gaslighting yourself. You know? So, yeah. Self-love. Self-love. And children, oh my God, they are so self-loving. So authentic. So authentic. Do you ever hear children say something and you're like repeating it to yourself and you're like, oh my God, this person, this child is just amazing. That's authenticity. When people are authentic, you just love them. You're just like, damn, I just love when they did that. And children are like that. They're fucking funny as hell. Funny as hell. So, I hope this was like enlightening for you. Thanks. Actually, I feel like there's like one more thing I want to talk about. So let me. Okay. So now let's talk about like the difference between entitlement and like true like helplessness and how this really. Okay. I had an experience not too long ago where a old woman on a hike acted completely helpless to find her way down the trail. And the energy was so chaotic and entitled that I set some boundaries. I gave short advice, short direction, and walked away. But there was this like helpless energy. She was like, where do I go? And it was entitlement because the helplessness that narcissists embody is actually a demand for you to meet all their needs for them. It's like they feel entitled to you regulating them. Oftentimes when narcissists ask you things, ask you to help them with things, they don't actually want help with what they're talking about. They want help regulating themselves. Oh man, here's where the contradictions come in. They want help regulating themselves. Okay, but the difference between the narcissist and the child in this example is that that adult is capable of regulating themselves. They are capable of taking actions to learn how to regulate their emotions. A child is not. So when the child seeks out emotional regulation from their caregivers, they're not entitled to that. It's a need. The narcissist doesn't need you. They want you to do everything for them because they're lazy and irresponsible. Using these words in an objective sense, not to insult. Lazy and irresponsible in an objective sense. So, whoa. And so that's one thing about children, is that they honor their needs. They know they have needs. When the baby needs something, it cries because it has needs. When the narcissist needs something, it cries. I don't want to call it it. I don't want to call people it. When the narcissist needs something, they cry. But what they need is supply, extraction. You know, when they're playing the victim, it's not the same type of need. Their needs are more like their distorted kind of addictions, narcissists. You know what I mean? Because their desires for supply and validation and attention and, like sympathy when they're fake crying, that desire isn't really their true desire. It's an addiction. But when a child is crying for something, they're not addicted to anything. They truly need that thing. And especially babies, they're communicating in the only way they're capable of. Narcissists are capable of communicating. Okay? And this is, again, I've said this before, respect that we can have for our fellow humans. That they're not fucking broken. They are capable. And they are making choices. Respect. You know, when we live in this energy of like, they're just completely incapable of like regulating themselves and communicating, we're disrespecting them and ourselves. You know? People aren't like, how do I want to say this? Like that's a narcissistic way of thinking in itself. It's a narcissistic way of thinking. Because when you put the narcissist lower than you and you treat them like they're incapable and you disrespect them, it's like that superiority game. Oh, I'm superior to the narcissist. And all superiority games are distractions from the truth. Because when you respect them and you realize that they are capable, you see the truth. When you disrespect them and you put them lower than you and like lower than others and like they're just broken, you distract yourself from the truth. But the truth is what sets you free. And that's that true desire I've been talking about. Narcissists, their addictions, they're trying to get things that they can't get with what the actions they're taking. When they're playing the victim, they're trying to get something that they'll never get because they're not taking the right action. And that's their addiction. Fuck. But the most truest desires when we integrate and heal and understand and see ourselves. Freedom. We all want the same thing. Unity. Love. And we go about it in very wrong ways. Collective level. Very wrong ways. That aren't all humanity's fault.